Hello everyone, my name is Chan and welcome to Maximo Times. Today I will be showing you Maximo Everyplace. I have it all set up and installed, so I'll be giving my first impression of the software. So let's get started here. I have a iPhone simulator here on my Mac, so we'll open up a mobile Safari, and I've already set up to the login page here, so let's go ahead and log in. So the first thing you'll see is the Maximo mobile start center page. I do have to scroll left and right to go to view the whole start center. It's actually, I don't think this screen is actually too optimized for the iPhone, and you can't really zoom, pinch and zoom to make the page smaller or anything like that. So you're pretty much stuck with the way it is here. Um, I do have a mobile work order tracking module set up here, so let's go ahead and click on that. Pretty much a standard look and feel of what Maximo is meant to be out of the box. We can actually change this to a landscape mode so we can get a better view of the whole viewport here. We can go ahead and pretty much have pretty much full Maximo functionality on an iPhone. You can query for the list of work orders. Click on a work order number to view the details. Pretty much everything you can do on Maximo you can do here. You can create a new work order, save, edit, I believe, change status. Not sure what these buttons are. If you know what these are approve, in progress, complete, and close. And then I believe that is the create report button. I'm not really sure why that's there because you can't run reports on a mobile device. That I know for sure. So let's take a look at the details here. Pretty much the normal stuff, work order number, description. You can click on this button to look at the long description. As you can see, the long description dialog box looks to be a little too big for an iPhone screen. I don't think you can resize these at all. I'm not really sure about that, but I do have to scroll down just to see these buttons down here. Pretty much that. Attachments, that's an interesting one. Let's take a look at this. I wonder if you can actually add new attachments here. New file. Seems like it's a dialog box. Nope, and you cannot add a new file. Of course, as you know, if you're using an iPhone, uploading files is not a possibility. So I guess that's really just meant to be there to view files, really. So pretty much it's a Maximo application, just really pretty much optimized for an iPhone. The module here that I'm using is actually a pre-built sample application that Maximo, the trial demo, came with. You would have to actually build this application yourself if you were to purchase this module. So obviously they have the calendar here, which doesn't seem to be working. Let's try another one. There we go. Alright, so calendar looks pretty nice. The dates are pretty big, so you can click on the dates. Hopefully it's big enough so that you don't fat finger these numbers and dates here. The dialog does seem to be a little bit too big for just to hit the OK button. So that's pretty much what it looks like on an iPhone. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what it looks like on an iPad here. Let's open this up. So here he is basically, this is the Maximo mobile login page. It pretty much looks exactly the same as the regular login page, but it's mobile because there's a link here. There's a standard login, so you can click on that and it looks exactly just like the standard one, and there's a mobile login page. So as to why they create a separate page for a mobile and a standard one, I'm really not sure. So we'll go ahead and log in, and as you can see, here's the start center. This looks much better than a iPhone screen. It's certainly everything fits on one screen without having to scroll too much. So go ahead and click on the mobile tracking. This mobile work order tracking module, it's actually the way you set it up is you have to actually duplicate a work order tracking module and set that. There's another attribute called isMobile property on that application, and that is how you specify whether this is the mobile application or not. So from there, once you duplicate the application and set it to isMobile, from there you go ahead and you remove all the fields that are unnecessary for a mobile device. As you can see, there's only 2 columns here, so they only wanted 2 columns to fit on a mobile device. You are limited to how much landscape or area viewport or whatever for your mobile device, so you do have to be careful when setting that up. You do all that through Application Designer. But I'll cover that on another video on how to set up this trial demo and setting it up for you guys to play with on your own. So stay tuned for that. But basically, we can just hit enter here and we can view all the Maximo work orders. Click on the details here and see what that does. Of course, it goes to work order details page. But if you click on the dialog box, the dialog box looks certainly much better on an iPad. You can actually view the whole thing without scrolling. It's pretty nice. If you recognize this whole UI here, it's actually because they copied or they prepared us all for this Maximo Everyplace UI with the Maximo skins. If you see my previous post on setting up a new Maximo skin, this is pretty much it. It's all the exact same UI elements, the buttons, the layout and everything, and all these gradients here and stuff like that. These are all in there from the UI skin. So I guess they were just all preparing us for Maximo Everyplace. So these buttons are also obviously customizable. You can certainly add remove these buttons. This one you probably want to remove because you can't really create reports and you can't run reports on here. Obviously, you don't see the select action up here anymore. This KPI, create KPI button, you don't need that because it doesn't make sense to be able to create KPIs on the fly on a mobile device. So one thing you can do is obviously you can't really zoom on these pages. It's impossible. You can't pinch and zoom on these pages. They pretty much lock the viewport so that you can't zoom. On an iPhone, it would be certainly more useful on an iPhone because the screen is so small. You wouldn't have to, scroll and stuff, too much. So this is certainly a lot better on an iPad than it is a iPhone, but it all depends. It all depends on what the laborer actually is more used to. If I was a laborer, I probably would want to use an iPhone with this Maximo Everyplace. But if I had an iPad, it's certainly more usable. But most technicians I've personally worked with, they're not really even comfortable using regular Maximo because they're not technically savvy. But maybe this at Maximo Everyplace might actually get them to use Maximo and learn it a little bit. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.